again, and welcome to another interview on the subject of fire containment, this time with Tharindu Senanayaka, who is well known, I think, to many of our members and audience. Tharindu has been involved in fire containment for, he tells me, 11 years, which I think gives him a certain track record in this area. And today I've asked him to tell us a bit more about what's going on in this field. So without further ado, let me turn the video conference over to him. Tharindu, the floor is yours.
Hi Bob, thank you very much for the opportunity and the introduction. As always, it's nice to share all the information what we have with the industry, because from the day one, AmSafe vision is to improve the safety of the industry with this product. And now we have come a long way with that from the first day that we have developed this product, which is 16 years ago, with fire containment covers for the cargo industry. And to start with, I would like to give a brief outlining to you or to the audience that how this product evolved with AmSafe Bridport and with the industry as well. If I take the first product that is 16 years ago when we developed it for the PMC or the palletized cargo loads, mainly for the risk that industry had with undeclared dangerous goods. And then it evolves with the requirements from the industry or requirements from the airlines. And today we have developed a range of products which can even carry standalone lithium-ion batteries as well. And we are happy and we are proud that a lot of airlines have taken our vision forward and implement this product to improve their safety.
Oh, okay. Can you perhaps talk us through some of the product developments and innovations that you've seen in this period? What has been happening over these 11 years?
So a lot of product developments took place with the practical application of the product. Okay, as you know, the industries as such, these equipments are handled sometimes in a way that it brings a lot of damages or to the cost to the airline. So in that aspect, we have changed or evolved the product to be more practical to the industry. At the same time, then the requirements for this standalone lithium-ion battery transportation also came. And that's where that we have developed these fire containment bags and fire containment covers with top and bottom for the skids. Of course, then the other suppliers, the container suppliers, came up with the fire resistant containers as well to help the industry with the evolvement of these requirements.
Okay, and what are we seeing in terms of the actual containment properties? Because I think one of the challenges that I've perceived over the years is dealing with fire. The goalposts continuously move further and further down the pitch because the batteries are getting ever more powerful, and therefore, in theory, the fires are going to get ever more intense. Is this a solvable problem, or how do you see this happening? Have we got new materials, new technologies?
The technologies are also improving, Bob. At the same time, one of the key things that we have seen that has happened over the years is, of course, the batteries are getting more powerful and more risky in that sense. But at the same time, battery manufacturers has also done tremendous job to reduce the risk of these batteries going into thermal runaway. And the packaging, the way it has been designed, all those things have adds up to reduce the risk. And it was interesting that when we had the IATA webinar a couple of weeks ago with regard to lithium-ion batteries, Dave Brannan from the IATA DD section made a comment that what's the real risk in carrying well-known lithium-ion battery which has manufactured to the highest specification and packed to the highest specification as well. So there are two areas that has taken place. Yes, of course, from the side of manufacturers who start doing these fire containment products, they have evolved and developed their product to more stringent conditions. At the same time, the battery manufacturers have also improved their packaging and the way that things are being transported to reduce or mitigate the risk.
Okay, so we've got some grounds for optimism because, of course, if I understand correctly, there is still an ICAO ban on the carriage of, or at least the known carriage of lithium-ion batteries on passenger aircraft. Not a big
Yes.
issue in today's world, of course, but still, that is still a hurdle to be dealt with. And I'm not sure if do you see a potential for that to be revoked anytime soon? Do you think products such as that you manufacture could actually be a key to unlocking this restriction?
So products we are manufacturing is passive solutions. And personally, I don't believe that any manufacturer can come and say, guys, look here, we have a product that can do wonders, and let's remove the ban on lithium-ion batteries on passenger aircraft, anything as such. That's a massive undertaking to take. Personally, I don't think ICAO or anybody will look at removing that ban, but I believe there is a huge potential or optimism for some of the carriers who have put self-imposed embargoes to carry lithium-ion batteries even on their freight aircrafts to start carrying these products with the help of this type of fire mitigation or fire containment products. So that's where I think, that's where we believe the first step will take place, and then maybe long run with there are lots of committees. So the G27 committee is looking at developing a battery packaging system or the battery packaging product as well. So all those products will be evolvement or the help to getting to the goal of removing this ban. But personally, I believe it's 5-6 years down the line.
Okay. Well, 5-6 years is a blink of an eye in this industry. If you said 50 years, I'd have probably still accepted it. Things don't move that quickly when the regulations get involved. So, I mean, one of the big obstacles that I've sort of experienced from my reasonably peripheral view of the use of fire containment products is the challenge of decent handling. I mean, these are not cheap pieces of kit, and they're being put in the hands of, shall I say, lightly trained individuals working in the ground handling and the air cargo terminals and so on, not to mention freight forwarders. Do you have any ideas, any thoughts on how this is going to get resolved?
Okay, to answer that, let me first go back to our first customer, UPS, who implemented this product probably close to 10 years ago, maybe 9 years ago. And yes, initially they had the challenges and they saw the challenges of this covers handling. But there is a key motto in these guys: train, train, train. And then our recent success stories with Emirates, Silkway, and it has come to a level for these guys to come and say, guys, it's a myth. It's a myth that these products are difficult to handle. These products are difficult to protect. You have to put the vision that train, 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 train. And that's the only way to get this type of product into the service. Because end of the day, you have to find the balance between bringing more safety to the industry and then finding a solution to how to handle these products. I have a comment from one of our key customers who is using fire containment covers. When they start using that, yeah, it took about 10 minutes to deploy and take it out, another 10 minutes and fold it. bit of a task. And now they have come down to 5 minutes with 2 people. How? Train, train, train. And the training goes to all the ramps, all the staff, and it's kind of become a philosophy for them. That's the only way that we can protect this product. And this is not only applicable for fire containment covers. Bob, you and I been talking about this in the industry, and you've been pushing the industry for handle ULDs or care for the ULDs. Ultimately, what you asking people to get trained to handle this stuff, and it applies for this product as well. So, and we are very optimistic, and we are very encouraged as a manufacturer to hear from the airline industry coming and saying, guys, look here, it's a myth. It's a myth that these products are difficult to handle. This can be handled. This is the way to handle. So
well,
it's moving forward.
Tharindu, you're preaching to the converted when you talk to me about training. I'm a huge subscriber to the need for training, and actually ULD Care, as you may know, is currently working with our colleagues up in Airport College to work on virtual reality training. So, which is a very exciting new approach to delivering low-cost training. So, yeah, we may well manage to put these two together, and that would be wonderful, because I do agree. Nobody's going to argue against the use of fire containment and its need. There's plenty of evidence. The most recent fire up in Shanghai with Ethiopian Airlines. I haven't seen the report, but note it was a fire regardless of what caused it. Is just another indication of the ever-existing risk. So, yeah, so tell me, in the few minutes we have left, what would be your expectations for this particular subject as we go forward in, say, the next 2 or 3 years? How do you see things developing?
From AMSAF Bridport side, we are very optimistic because our vision from day one is to increase the safety of the industry, and this product was developed to increase the safety of the industry. And we have invested a lot in our R&D, which we don't think we will recover, because I mean, anybody who knows us in the industry knows that we came with the fire containment cover, and then it evolves to fire containment bags and container covers and all these products without single customer. Sometimes we only had UPS for a long time. And then we got Cathay on board, then we got Silkway on board, Blue Dart on board, DHL on board, Emirates on board. So list is growing. And why that list is growing is we got people in these airlines with the same vision, sharing the same vision. They understand that we need to improve the safety of this industry. This is not a product that I am putting it only to carry my lithium-ion batteries. It's not we don't hear that at the moment from the industry. If I speak to UPS, if I speak to Emirates, if I speak to Silkway, DHL, any customer, Blue Dart, their main objective is, I want something to mitigate my risk. I'm not worried about my lithium-ion battery revenue, carrying lithium-ion battery revenue, which is really encouraging. And because when the two parties share the same vision, it's very easy to implement, Bob, and make this product implementation right. It is applicable for the covers, containers, and everything. So we are very optimistic in that.
Good. Well, I'm pleased to hear you're optimistic, because, gosh, I mean, you've been in this game for 11 years. I really can't recall how long ago it is that I first started hearing about fire containment. And of course, it go back many years to the South African Airways combi accident. So yeah, I'm encouraged to hear that you're optimistic, and that you do see an increasing number of airlines, because I'm quite sure you're right that if this becomes more and more mainstream, then the perceived challenges of using the equipment will drop away once it becomes the standard rather than the exception. People will take it on board. So I see where the clock's running down on us now. Would you have a few closing words you'd like to say?
Yeah, I mean, if you need any more details or anything with regard to the products and how these things work, please get in touch with us. And for ULD Care, thank you very much for this opportunity, who is sharing the same vision to the industry. Bob and I have been knowing since the day one I start in this industry, and always what I heard from Bob was, let's improve the safety. And that's probably why that I got that same attitude, and AmSafe has always been there to improve the safety. So let's work together and get these type of products more into the market to improve the safety of our industry.
Tharindu, very nice. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. And yes, onwards and upwards. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Bob.